Budapest's Pap Laszlo Sport Arena is the heart and home of the European Championships in rhythmic gymnastics. On the screen right now, a reminder of how things stand with 3 of the 4 sets having competed in hoop and ball qualifications here in Budapest. We are 75% of the way through qualification with the first 2 apparatus in the senior competition. Set D is still to come. Among the notable names who have already competed in the first 3 sets, some very familiar gymnasts. Borjana Kalin of Bulgaria leading the way with the hoop. Sofia Raffaelli, the world champion in the all-around in 2022, posting the highest number with the ball so far, 34.95. Daria Varfolomeev, the spectacular German gymnast who swept the table at the World Championships last year in Valencia in 2nd place with the ball, having not performed with the hoop. That means that she will not sweep whatever happens here in Budapest. And there is still a lot to come. Tomorrow, we will have this same style of competition, 4 sets of qualification with the clubs and the ribbon. That will set the table for the all-around final and the individual apparatus finals to come in the following days. And of course, we will be keeping a close eye on the 39 gymnasts in contention for the Olympic berth. A place in Paris is up for the taking here, and it will go to the highest placed gymnast who is eligible to take that. That is to say, has not already had a national team qualification space through the last World Championships. And that will again be decided at the end of the qualification competition. All 4 routines will count towards the all-around total. The gymnast who has the highest score, who is eligible, performed in set C after 2 apparatus. Vera Tugalukova of Cyprus is the gymnast who has that place, but it's very tenuous. Right behind her in the all-around competition, Liliana Lewinska of Poland, and very close to her, Emilia Heihel, also of Poland. So there is much to discuss and much to keep an eye on. Here is the start list for set D, the first of 2 rotations. We will see Elina Sokolovska, a European Championship debutante from North Macedonia. She will begin with the hoop. It will also be the occasion to see Spain, Polina Berezina and Alba Bautista, as well as Azerbaijan, led as ever by the formidable Zora Agamirova. First to perform with the hoop in this final set is a 17-year-old born in Germany representing North Macedonia. And this is a big moment for Elina Sokolovska. Here she goes. Elina Sokolovska of North Macedonia is safely through her first exercise. Having lived in Germany for quite a long time and even competed for Germany as a junior gymnast, she says that she really keeps North Macedonia in her heart. I am happy about all the medals that I've won for Germany, but I'm sorry they are not successes for Macedonia, in her words. Next to perform, Defne Aylel Kuluc of Turkey. Just 16 years old, making her European Championship debut after competing at the Junior World Championships last year.
Never been in love before. I don't even wanna hold no more. Got you something from the liquor store. Little bit of Lizzo and some more. Trying to open up a little more. Sorry if my heart a little slow. I thought that I didn't care. I thought I was loving fair. But baby, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Catch you up. Got me standing in the rain. Gotta get my hair pressed again. I would do it for you, all my friends. Ready, baby? Will you be my man? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm crying 'cause I love you. I'm crying 'cause I love you.
That's a very strong statement from Defne Aylel Kuluc of Turkey. The Turkish gymnasts here are very young and relatively inexperienced at the senior level, but what they have done has shown incredible potential. Kuluc comes from Ankara. Meanwhile, 18.9 is the opening score for Elina Sokolovska of North Macedonia. From one Turkish gymnast to the next. It's a moment of pride for the gymnasts and fans of Turkey. A good start from Kuluc.
The Turkish are making some noise, and we love that.
The Turkish gymnasts will perform one after the other here. Both of them eligible to qualify for the Paris Olympic Games. And the score, 29.9. Again, a very nice start for Defne Aylel Kuluc. We are looking at the second Turkish contender, just 15 years old, from Pendik, municipality on the Asian side of the Bosphorus, near Istanbul. Here is Hatice Gökçe Emirci. She could provide the surprise of this competition. She has already stunned people with her results at the World Cups in Baku and in Tashkent weeks ago. This is masterful work from a 15-year-old competitor. Fantastic risk with Sinead turns in an unsighted catch behind her back. Nervous moments for the coaches, and then a look of satisfaction. A Libertango to remember. Here is our first look at Norway and 16-year-old Mathilde Ekrem Richter. Performing to music from the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Mathilde Ekrem Richter of Norway completes her first routine. She is somebody who has really made an upward move of late. She's competed at the World Cups this year and says she's learned so much. Meanwhile, 31.65 is a fantastic start with the ball for Hatice Gökçe Emirj. Clearly a gymnast to keep an eye on. Ready for her first of two routines that she will compete at this European Championships is Slovenia's Ella Polak. We will see her with the ball today and with the clubs tomorrow. 16 years old from Ljubljana. such confidence from a gymnast who is just 16 years old in her second European Championships. Ella Polak shows a very nice exercise. The music from Jean's Tears, Tout l'Univers, the Switzerland Eurovision entry from 2021. Smooth and delightful work. The score, 28.7 for Mathilde Ekram-Richter with the hoop. Here is Josefine Juel Muller of Norway, the 21-year-old, a competitor at the Youth Olympic Games in 2018. Highly experienced, 3 World Championships under her belt, now at her 4th European Championship. A risky maneuver right at the end, but she is through it well. Josefine Juel Muller of Norway, the reigning Norwegian national champion. She has won this title for the past 5 years in a row. And she's had competitions where she has won all 6 of the possible national titles. 29.45 is scored by Ella Polak with the ball. Very promising indeed from Slovenia. And speaking of Slovenian promise, here is the gymnast that won the nation its Olympic berth at the World Championships in Valencia last summer, Ekaterina Vendineva, the 29-year-old Olympian from Tokyo. Showing all new routines from 2023.
N'abandonnez jamais, trouver un souffle, un reflet nouvelle raison d'être, de guérir et d'aimer infiniment, éternellement, aussi maintenant. Demain n'existe pas, une autre chance aujourd'hui s'inscrit entre
the Belgian singer Lara Fabian and Ekaterina Vedenieva, a match made in rhythmic gymnastics heaven. What a splendid opening performance from Vedenieva. She always thrills us with the attitude derrière position in her turns. It's one of her signature elements, and it's easy to see why. Josephine Juhl-Müller scores 29.9 with the hoop. Last words of encouragement before Alba Bautista of Spain makes that long, memorable walk to the carpet. Bautista, 21 years old, coming off of a magnificent World Championships in 2023. A gymnast who is able to handle epic music so well is Alba Bautista. She has the fans in the Pap Laszlo Arena on their feet with this exercise. Everything she does is just infused with passion. For rhythmic gymnastics, wonderful turning leap. It's a ring position. Coaches including Alejandra Herrera, the group member from the 2012 and 2016 Olympics, who's really taken over the Spanish program, looking on and doing so with joy. We are still waiting for the score for Ekaterina Vedenieva of Slovenia. Portuguese gymnast is on deck, two of them actually, in Joana Pinheiro and Rita Araujo. We will also be seeing shortly Polina Berezina of Spain. Berezina and Bautista both qualified Spain places to the Olympics. 32.4 the score with the ball for Vedenieva. That puts her just outside the top 8, qualifying to the apparatus final at this stage. The first of two Portuguese contenders approaches the carpet. Here we will see the younger of this pair of gymnasts. Joana Pinheiro is 17 years old from the magnificent city of Lisbon, and she will begin with the ball. What a shame. It was such a composed first performance from Joana Pinheiro. Unfortunately, not ending the routine with the apparatus in hand carries a fairly significant deduction. That specific deduction is a full mark, as a matter of fact. And it's too bad because it was such a gorgeous set. Ekaterina Vedenyeva, meanwhile, has inquired her 32.4 with the ball, as Alba Bautista carries in a magnificent 34.05 with the hoop. That puts her in 7th place. So it is looking good for her, or for a Spanish gymnast, to get into the hoop final at this point. And here is Polina Berezina with a tried and true exercise with the hoop. This is around the theme of time. Spain has come to Hungary with real intent, and it is written all over the performance of Polina Berezina. This is a routine that can score into the 33s, as it already has this season. There was perhaps one imprecision on a catch, but for the most part, it's such a gorgeous set. There's a real intensity and purpose to all of her work. 27.1, the score for Joana Pinheiro with the ball. To Portugal once again, and the 20-year-old from Almada on the other side of the Tagus River from Lisbon. Here is Rita Araujo. Very experienced. She has been very close to an all-around final at the European Championships. Rita Araujo of Portugal. A difficult exercise down to the last second of the routine. She ends on a considerable risk, but it pays off. Such detail to her work. This was a very focused performance. The ball rolling from one arm all the way down to the next in a movement that gets her about 0.4 of a point of difficulty. There are a lot of those in these routines, the gymnasts trying to pack everything in that they can. 33.15 is the score for Polina Berezina with the hoop. That will not put her into the final, but it is nonetheless a very strong start. Now, representing San Marino, here is Gioia Casali, a 16-year-old. She starts with the hoop.
Just when you think you're safe, just when you've locked your door, comes like a lightning flash, and the sky is torn at your back like a loaded gun, but the fight has just begun. Steady now, breathe, breathe. You can't run, you can't hide. Hold your breath, close your eyes, turn your ear to the sky. You're not safe here anymore. This is the sound of war.
There is much to enjoy in the work of Gioia Casali of San Marino. She is making her senior European Championship debut, having competed at the Junior World Championships last summer in Cluj-Napoca in Romania. She also did quite well at the Mediterranean Championships last year, in the top 8 with both hoop and ball. Meanwhile, the difficulty score has been changed for Ekaterina Vedenieva, and we have a new score for her, 32.6. So Vedenieva goes up by 0.2 of a point. And for Rita Araujo, the score is 27.55. It is time for Georgia. And the first competitor representing them is Mariami Kajaya, the 16-year-old from Tbilisi. Made her European Championship debut last year.
Quiero olvidar el aroma de tu cuerpo. Quiero tener por una vez que tú eres mi razón. Por eso me voy.
Ambitious and, on the whole, well-controlled work from Mariami Kajaya of Georgia. It wasn't until the final seconds of the routine that there was a real loss of form with the loss of the apparatus. She's been well grounded in ballet, and she's the first gymnast in this set to show us those fouette pivots with the leg completely up at the head. It's a trend in rhythmic gymnastics right now, and the gymnasts are doing them because they're difficult. 27.95, the score for Gioia Casali in her first performance. Approaching the carpet, a familiar face from San Marino. Here is Camilla Rossi, the 17-year-old from Borgo Maggiore.
If I was you, I'd run. If I was you, I'd be afraid of what's inside. If I was you, I'd run.
We are seeing a real emergence and progression in the gymnasts of San Marino, and she is really at the heart of it. Camilla Rossi ending her routine with the hoop. We can't think of rhythmic gymnastics in San Marino without thinking about Lucia Castiglione, who happens to be one of Camilla Rossi's coaches. She competed at 6 World Championships, was a real trailblazer for the nation. 27.05, the score for Mariami Kajaya with the ball. Representing Georgia now, Anna Kuchishvili. A gymnast who has recently been coming into her own at the national level. Let's see what she can produce with the ball. the all-around national champion of Georgia, Anna Huchishvili. When she won that national title earlier this year, she was so pleased to be able to say, I am finally a Georgian champion. She's been performing so well in international competition as well in recent times. She did well at the European Cup in Baku just a couple weeks ago. And this is a very strong opening performance for the 18-year-old, born in Strasbourg in France. Spectators taking it all in. Camilla Rossi of San Marino earns 27.4 with the hoop. Next to the carpet, an Olympian from Tokyo 3 years ago, and the gymnast who won Azerbaijan its Olympic license to the Paris Olympic Games. "22 years old now and a pillar of Azerbaijani rhythmic gymnastics. Here is Zora Agamirova with the hoop. Goodness. What can you say? Losing the hoop at the very end of an otherwise clean and precise performance. That will cost Zora Agamirova dearly. It was exceptional to the very end. Just what we've come to expect for so long from her. Meanwhile, Anna Huchishvili earns 29.4. The sole competitor from Albania at these European Championships. Approaching the carpet now. Very good luck to Greta Kolaku, the 16-year-old. And the first rhythmic gymnast in history from Albania to compete on the international stage. Congratulations. Albania's history maker Greta Kolaku begins her European Championships with a solid routine with the ball. Kolaku has a fascinating story. She was born in Italy and switched to compete for Albania in February of this year. She initially was an artistic gymnast, quit that and was persuaded to try rhythmic, and here she is. Meanwhile, Zora Agamirova gets 32.3. That routine, the potential for Agamirova to have 33, but with the 1.0 loss for the loss of the apparatus at the end of the routine, the score drops down a bit. The second Azerbaijani contender is Kamila Sayedzadeh. Here she is with the hoop.
Ne me raconte pas d'histoire, tu sais bien ce qui ne tourne pas rond. Chez moi, ne me laisse pas te quitter alors que je suis sûre de moi. Je te donne tout ce que j'ai, alors essaie de voir en moi que je t'aime. Mais je t'aime, 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 je
On m'avait dit attends, tu vas voir, l'amour c'est un grand feu. Ça crépite, ça illumine, ça brille, ça réchauffe, ça pique les yeux. Ça envoie des centaines de lucioles tout là-haut, au firmament. Ça
A most intriguing first routine from the 17-year-old Kamila Sayedzadeh of Azerbaijan, making her debut at the European Championships. She has been slowly making her way onto the Azerbaijani national team over the past 12 months or so. She's been at a couple of World Cup events in the past year. She's quite good with the hoop, but even better with the ball. 21.6 is the score for Greta Kolaku with the ball. And that ends the first half of set D. We will go round again. Taking the carpet for her second performance now, representing North Macedonia, this is Elina Sokolovska. 18.9 her score with the hoop. Let's see what she can do with the ball. elements are all there, aren't they? The next step for Elina Sokolovska will just be to go back to the gym and refine what she already has in her toolbox. There's real variety in the skills that she has chosen here, the body difficulties, such as the switch leap, straddle jump. Camila Sayedzadeh, meanwhile, earns 30.45 with the hoop. That is an excellent score. Very promising for the 17-year-old. The Turkish supporters are on their feet, and with good reason. In her first routine, Defne Aylul Kuluc scored 29.9. She's capable of the same with the hoop. It is rare to see such a developed sense of style in a gymnast so young, but Defne Aylul Kuluc really has something. And this Spanish-themed music is the perfect thing to bring it out. Amazing back extension roll to handstand, catching the hoop without using her hands. There's some wonderful moments in this exercise. Quite solid pirouettes and pivots as well. Kuluc won the bronze medal with the hoop at the Bosphorus Cup in Istanbul earlier this year, a competition where she made all of the finals. One of her springboards to Budapest. She was also a competitor at the World Junior Championships in Romania last year. A strong group of gymnasts coming through for Turkey. The score for Kuluc, 29.9. So it is identical to what she did with the ball. Very consistent. Elina Sokolovska, meanwhile, earns 19.55 for her performance with the ball. And that is nearly a point higher than what she did with the hoop. Second routine now for Hatice Gökçe Emirce. Another impressive young woman from Turkey, 31.65 is what she carries in with the ball. This could be a big routine. What a wonderful interpretation of this music. There's shades of Coppelia, the mechanical doll that comes to life. All in all, a brilliant routine from Hatice Gökçe Emirci. Her facial expressions are what adds so much character to this exercise. Good illusion turns, done in combination. And this is the end. What fun, really. A routine with something extra. Readying for her ball routine. Here is Mathilde Ekrem Richter of Norway. The music should be Gammy Vener by the Norwegian singer-songwriter Elise Caesar.
Spiller i spill med meg selv og jeg tar meg. Er på vei fra, men så går jeg tilbake. Har jeg det i meg? Kan jeg begynne? Røyken på tåken, nå er jeg fly. Må jeg flytte ut av byen? Står helt på meg selv, føler meg naken. Så naken. Og jeg prøver å gi slipp på gamle vaner. Jeg kan ikke. Hvordan det hjertet jeg vil ha, gjør meg selv mot. Nå vil i år skal jeg bli bra, men det var ord. Har ikke hørt noe siden da, nå er jeg stor. Faen meg i ryggen og igjen, ryggen og igjen. Faen meg i ryggen og igjen, ryggen og igjen. Hjertet jeg vil ha, gjør meg selv vondt. Har ikke følt noe siden da, nå er jeg stor. Faen meg i loop igjen og igjen, loop igjen og igjen.
A lovely second exercise from Norway's Mathilde Ekrem Richter, the 16-year-old from Oslo. She conveys a real feeling with this piece, and what we get to see is something of the emerging artist that she is. .95, the score for Hatice Gökçe Emirci. She adds that to the 31.65 that she got with the ball. It's an exciting time for Turkey indeed. Next on the carpet, representing Slovenia, this is Nika Zajc. Gaining valuable experience at her first European Championships is Slovenia's Nika Zajc. The 16-year-old born in Ljubljana, but lives in Lausanne, Switzerland, the lovely lakefront city. Last year, she actually had the chance to compete at both the Swiss and the Slovenian national championships. She won the all-around silver in Switzerland and the bronze in Slovenia. Matilde Ekrem Richter's score with the ball, 28.3. The bells are ringing for Norway's Josefine Juel Mahler. 29.9 was what she scored with the hoop. Here she is with the ball. A lovely interpretation of that music, the ball taking on the form of a crystal ball in the hands of Josefine Juel Mahler of Norway. And what does the future hold for this 21-year-old who lives in the greater Oslo region? Well, things look bright indeed. An inquiry has been submitted on behalf of Defne Aylal-Kuluc of Turkey. Her score 29.9, that is now under review. by the superior jury. Meanwhile, the score has come in for Nika Zeitz, 29.3, a fine effort with the hoop. We will also see her with the ribbon tomorrow. After 32.6 in her first routine with the ball, an open question is what can Ekaterina Vedenyeva produce with the hoop? At the moment, the score she needs to get into the top 8 and the hoop final is something in excess of 33.65. That is the number posted by Fanny Pignitsky earlier today. The music Mind Heist Evolution by Zach Hemsey. What we have just witnessed is the fruit of experience and talent and a lot of hard work. Ekaterina Vedenyeva of Slovenia delivering magnificence once again with the hoop, as she quite often does when it really matters. She is an occasion handler. 29.1 the score for Josefine Juel Müller of Norway. Alba Bautista began her day in fine form. 34.05 was her score with the hoop. She returns to the carpet now to show us what she can do with the ball. She has all but assured herself a place in the hoop final. And there's no question that she would love to do the same with this apparatus. Alba Bautista taking risks and seeing them pay off. She really took things to the maximum in this exercise. It's a piece of music that allows her to really showcase the soul in her rhythmic gymnastics. There's the wonderful moment where she mouths the words of the lyrics at the judges. It's so evident how much she feels it. The score for Ekaterina Vedenieva, 33.7 with the hoop. And that is very good indeed. And she has replaced Fanny Pignitsky as the 8th qualifier to the hoop final, with several more still to come. The next to perform with the hoop, the promising 17-year-old Joana Pinheiro of Portugal. She's already recorded 27.1 with the ball. It's a design that evokes the celestial. The music is Ave Maria. The gymnast is Joana Pinheiro of Portugal. And that was truly lovely to watch. Excellent in her pirouettes. Good apparatus handling. Just one moment where it seemed like she missed an element. That could impact both her difficulty and execution scores just a bit. Meanwhile, the difficulty has been changed, and so has the score of Defne Aylul Kuluc. She goes upwards. And Alba Bautista brings in a remarkable 34.05, identical to her hoop score. And with an identical result, we will see Bautista in the ball final. She is currently in 4th position with the apparatus. And wasn't that well deserved? All that, and Spain has one more still to go. Striding purposefully towards the carpet is Polina Berezina. She scored 33.15 earlier today with the hoop. This ball routine is really something special. Orchestrated to music called Hope from the US rapper Nathan Fauerstein, aka NK.
Now it's my turn. Of success, creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big, grinding when you're told to just quit, giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing. I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that.
It's just not like any ball routine out there. And if you know Polina Berezina's story, it is hard to listen to these lyrics and not think that this is something of an autobiographical routine with the ball. She is someone who was in contention to make the Olympics in Tokyo 3 years ago. She did not quite get there, but she has continued dreaming big, and she has had remarkable success in this Olympic cycle. It has been a work of perseverance and dedication. Joana Pinheiro, meanwhile, has had her score come in 26.7 with the hoop. That adds to her 27.1, very respectable total. And here is her teammate with her hoop routine now, 20-year-old Rita Araujo. It's a rollicking routine from Rita Araujo. She will have a small deduction, most likely, for not quite finishing the routine to the music. She just plucked the hoop right out of the air and hit her ending pose. There's real originality to the way that she works the hoop in this exercise. Very good ideas in this routine. The choreography beautifully made. The score for Polina Berezina, 30.55 with the ball. Back for her second performance. The 16-year-old from San Marino. On the carpet now with the ball, Gioia Casali of San Marino. Strong work from Gioia Casali of San Marino. She actually did not compete with the ball at the Junior World Championships last year. She did with the hoop and clubs, however. So to be with this apparatus on this biggest stage is a new experience. She handled it well. The score for Rita Araujo of Portugal, 28.75 for her hoop routine. Now performing with the hoop, representing Georgia, here is Mariami Kajaya. A most assured performance with the hoop from Mariami Kajaya of Georgia. The music and the style with which she works evokes the two-time Georgian Olympian Salome Pajava. But the element choice, all her own. Beautiful fouettes with leg at head. She also showed that she is master of the backwards illusion. A strong set overall from Kajaya. perhaps the next great Hungarian star is in the crowd. Gyoya Kasali earns 24.55 with the ball. Her teammate Camilla Rossi on deck. Representing the Società Sportiva Ginnastica San Marino and San Marino itself. Now on the carpet with the ball, this is Camilla Rossi. A soft routine with a real sense of heart, isn't it? Orchestrated to Louis Bakalov's Il Postino from the 1994 film The Postman. Camilla Rossi, like her teammate Gyoya Kasali, comes from Borgo Maggiore, the second largest town in San Marino, and one of its 9 communes. Mariami Kajaya earns 30.15 with the hoop. That is a significant improvement from the 27.05 that she posted with the ball earlier. Waiting backstage, her teammate, Anna Huchishvili. So often such a moment of tension before the gymnast begins to walk out to the carpet. A lot of gymnasts throw small towels on the ground as a release of that tension. Some just take a deep breath. It's a few steps, but for some it might seem like a very long walk indeed. Performing with the hoop now, representing Georgia, here is Anna Huchishvili.
Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. You can touch the sky, but you ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah.
And build it up again. I got me one gun and $1 million buy. So much love that the whole thing feel like a lie. Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody. Don't need nobody.
Mount Everest ain't got shit on me.
She is having a breakout season. Anna Huchishvili of Georgia already scored 29.4 with the ball. Shows wonderful composure throughout this routine. Very nice backwards illusion turn. Good releve position. The fouette pivots, keeping the leg at horizontal just as it should be. Meanwhile, Camilla Rossi of San Marino earns 24.55 with the ball to complete her first day of competition. To Azerbaijan now. And the star of the national team with the ball, where she was a medalist at the European Championships in Baku last year. Here is Zora Agamirova. Her sense of concentration in this exercise is so palpable that it is almost fierce. It takes on a kind of life of its own. There's an awful lot of difficulty in this routine, whereas many gymnasts start with rolls of the body, rolls of the ball even, on multiple body segments. She actually leaves that sequence to the end, gets the risks, the dynamic elements with rotation out of the way, and then has several seconds where, well, she gives herself a lot of bonus. The score 30.7 for Anna Huchishvili of Georgia with the hoop. Next to the carpet, the 16-year-old representing Albania. This is Greta Kolaku. She will forever be the first Albanian to represent her nation on the international stage in rhythmic gymnastics. Greta Colacu, the 16-year-old who has already accomplished so much. Yes, there were errors in this routine, but she is young and she has time to improve. This is a big stage, and we have to remember that she is still relatively inexperienced. Meanwhile, the very experienced Zora Agamirova earns 32.4 with the ball. That is remarkably close to the 32.3 that she earned with the hoop. And the final competitor in this hoop and ball qualification at these European Championships is also from Azerbaijan. It is the young Ilona Zeynalova, 19 years old, from Baku. This is the only routine she will be doing here in Budapest. What a lovely note to end on. Ilona Zeynalova of Azerbaijan. This is the only thing that we will be seeing her doing at these European Championships. She was actually a reserve called in at the last minute to replace Alina Mammadova of Azerbaijan, her teammate, who has withdrawn. And they could not have picked a nicer routine, could they? The score for Greta Colacu of Albania, 20.2 with the hoop. And that leaves Zeynalova's score as the final one to come in. Such a lovely young gymnast, Zeynalova. Someone with tremendous flexibility. Was actually what attracted the attention of her rhythmic coaches when she was starting out. She began the sport quite late compared to many others. And she has built, and today she is representing her nation on the international stage. Real potential for longevity as well. Zeynalova, the reigning national champion in Azerbaijan with the gold, or with the ball, gold with the ball. And I can confirm, since we have just a ball score to come in, that the 8 who will make the hoop final are led by Borjana Kalain of Bulgaria. We will also be seeing Daria Adamanov of Israel, Stiliana Nikolova of Bulgaria, Sofia Raffaelli of Italy, Daniela Munitz of Israel making a major hoop final for the first time. Tazia Onofrichuk of Ukraine, just 15 years old, absolutely smashed it in her 2 routines earlier today. They will be joined by Alba Bautista and Ekaterina Vedenjeva of Slovenia. The score for Ilona Zeynalova is 31 with the ball. And while that is quite high, it is not quite enough to put her into the apparatus final. Here is confirmation of the standings with hoop. These are the 8 who will go through to the hoop final. 2 from Bulgaria. And down the order, Fanny Pignitsky of the host nation will be the first reserve. Margarita Kolosov of Germany the second. The European champion from 2023, Victoria Onoprienko, missing out, but again, she is the third reserve. In the arena now, Fanny Pignitsky of Hungary receiving a very warm round of applause. We will be seeing her in the ball final. She is the 8th strongest qualifier. Once again, here are the standings with the hoop and the 8 who are going through to the final. Pignitsky in 9th position there. Zora Agamirova in 17th. Memorable routine from Marfa Akimova of Great Britain as well, from the rock musical Cages. And here are the qualification results with the ball. Sofia Raffaelli, a gymnast who has been world champion with this apparatus. She is the top qualifier, 34.95, pushing quite high towards 35. Daria Varfolomeev will also be in the final. It sets up a very intriguing matchup between those two. Varfolomeev did have a small mistake in her opening exercise. Daniela Muniz of Israel, who has already won World Cup medals with the ball, in 3rd place. We'll also see Alba Bautista, Vera Tugalukova, Tasia Onofrichuk, Stiliana Nikolova, and Fanny Pignitsky. A boon for the host nation. It has been a remarkable opening day of Rhythmic Gymnastics. Here's a look at the all-around competition halfway through the running of the qualifications. Sofia Raffaelli in front, Stiliana Nikolova of Bulgaria, currently in 2nd place. Daniela Muniz of Israel, quite a surprise. She is currently in 3rd, leading her teammate Daria Adamanov in 4th. Adamanov, of course, the world bronze medalist in the all-around competition from 2023. But there is still more to come. We are only at the halfway point of the individual apparatus and all-around qualification. And this was great fun. Let us do it again tomorrow, shall we? Thank you so much for joining us. Please do join me and my colleague Ollie Hogben for the junior apparatus finals coming up in just a while here in Budapest. So for the moment, It is goodbye, but certainly not farewell. See you again soon.